YouTube, what up? It's your boy, Young Wavy. Forever. Came by to give y'all another session. Fresh out the barbershop, just got a shape up. Currently, I'm 6 weeks in. This video is basically for my beginners out there. I've been seeing a lot of posts, been getting a lot of requests, a lot of messages on how do you get waves, how do you start waves. So I'm basically give you the Young Wavy method, my method on how I recommend you start out getting waves. First, I'm going to run through a couple things that you might want to have, or you should have, basically, in your arsenal. Then I'm going to break it down and tell you, beginners, how and what you should be using. So basically, these are my products here. First we're going to start out Curl Enhancer Smoothie. This product here is a very good product. It enhances your curls. For those of you who have thick hair, thick curls, it enhances your curls. Let me show you the bottle. It smells good. It moisturizes, it gives your hair body, enhances your curls. It's a very good product. It's light. Not too much buildup on this product, I noticed. If you use it the right way, you don't use it too much of it. Use just enough according to your hair length. It's a very good product made by Shea Moistures. You can find this in Walmart. No, not Walmart. Walgreens. For those of you who have like Harmon's or Face Value next to you, they just started currently selling this product, so you can check them out there too. Very, very good product. Very, very good product. Smells great. Second, we're going to go to currently what I'm using, Castor Oil. This is an all-purpose moisturizer, hair strengthening. It does it all. You want your hair to grow faster, this is the product. You want it to grow thicker, this is the product. For those of you guys with thinner hair, you can use this a couple weeks, 3-4 weeks, then switch it up to the Curl Enhancer Smoothie. By then your hair should be a little bit thicker than what your actual grain is with this, and then possibly it should be thick enough to get the full effect of the Curl Enhancer Smoothie. It's an all-natural product. I recommend it. As you can see, it gives you a natural look. I washed my hair yesterday, and all that's in there is castor oil. No pomade, no nothing. It helps your hair become more manageable. It's a great product. Hollywood's Beauty, castor oil. You can find this in your beauty supply store, and if you don't, any of these products you should find in your beauty supply store, these moisturizers. Or if not, Google it. Just type in the name, Hollywood's Beauty Castor Oil, or Shea Moisture Curl Enhancer Smoothie. And last but not least, for moisturizers and recommendation, Blue Magic. Made this in my previous video. Used this in my previous video as a recommendation. This product is another all-purpose product. Hair conditioning. Conditions your hair, conditions your scalp. It gives you a nice shine. Smells good. It just gives your hair a natural, healthy look. I recommend you use a little at a time. Because the product, if you use too much, it is a greasy product, but not too much buildup if you use the right amount. That's Blue Magic, and that's about it for my moisturizers that I would recommend, and that you should, or if you find a moisturizer that you know, helps you better with your texture. Like I always tell you, what works for me may not work for you. You always have to find and try the product out for yourself to make sure that it works for your hair texture. Another thing you should have in your arsenal, you know, for later stages when your hair is a lot longer, you have your waves, you're trying to better your connection, you're trying to find your connection. It also helps with finding the way in which your hair lays or grows, you know. Helps with your crown area once you have your crown, once you have waves everywhere. You know, the thing is to get waves in your entire head and then you connect them. You shouldn't connect and then get more waves and then try to connect those. It's going to be a longer process. So you want to train your hair at a low length, you know, somewhere between, get a haircut, either 1.5, start training your hair. You know, stick to that training, just brushing, keeping your hair moisturized. Brushing, keeping your hair moisturized. I recommend you get a haircut. Once you get your haircut, the next week you get a shape up. The following week you get a haircut. Next week you get a shape up. Train your hair to lay down at a low length first, because basically that's where all the control starts from. Once you get your waves, you know, it's from that fresh growth that's coming in. If your hair is not trained to lay down or grow or go in a certain direction, once it starts coming out, it's just going to go anywhere in which it wants to go if you're not brushing your hair, if you're not sticking to your brushing pattern, you know, and if your hair is not trained, you know. So I do recommend a comb. This is the Annie Blue comb. Annie Blue, it's a wave comb. It's an Annie wave comb. You can Google this. Plenty of websites will come up for you to find this comb if it's not in your beauty supply store. This comb is also, there's also a similar comb. It's called a Crest 6000. Crest is with K. It's Krest. But this one's an Annie wave comb. It's the same design. Should probably give you the same results. You know, but the comb basically is for like when you're late, like I said, later in the stages, once you've established a wave pattern and you're just trying to better your connection or fully connect your waves, it also helps. Combing helps. It raises your hair up off your scalp. It evens the layer of hair on your head and connects the waves the way they're supposed to be connected if you're combing it right with the grain of your pattern. Another thing you should have in your arsenal as a beginner, as a waver, is brushes, obviously. I recommend a soft, a medium, and a hard, or a soft, a firm, and a hard. You know, it depends on the hair texture, you know. Some people may say my hair is soft enough to just use a medium brush. I don't need a hard brush. If you feel that's that way, then, I mean, by all means, you should use that method. Just use a medium and a soft brush. Don't get a hard brush. If you feel that the hard medium brush controls your hair just as much or just enough, and you don't need a hard brush. So this is my soft brush here. It's my Crown Quality brush. Shout out to them. Crown Quality products. You know, like us on Facebook. 360 Gold Wave Brush. You know, check the website out. Order you a brush. Go order it right now. You know, this brush is amazing. I recommend it for beginners. I know a lot of you always in a rush to get your waves. You know, this shortens the time on getting waves. This brush here, because of the region on your head that it covers, the way it spreads your hair, it lays your hair nice and even. You know, I do recommend these brushes. Now, if you feel that, okay, the brush is probably too much, or you feel that, okay, your regular brushes could do the job, or you can go find a cheaper brush that'll do. I'm not discouraging that. Yes, obviously, I've had waves before I had this brush. This brush has just taken me to the next level. I've seen the progress, you know. So, this is your one-shot brush right here. So, I recommend you go out and get it. I did mine custom, Wavy. It's a softie, it's a handle brush, you know. I also have a Caesar Palm softie, so this brush compared to my handle brushes, it's quite firmer than the handle brush, although they're both softies. And I mean, I like that. I use this as my medium brush for right now. You know, it gives me a lot of control at the stage I'm at now. Got that custom too. You know, it's a pretty good brush. You know, hair is probably about 3-4 weeks in. This brush should do the trick. And also, I have a hard brush. Same product, Crown Quality product, customized also. It's a hard brush, you know, compared to if you do have the Diane 8159 or do plan on getting the Diane 8159, this brush here is not as hard as that brush. And the killer about these brushes is, like I'm always going to say, is the way this brush contours your head. The way it contours your head and the region on your head that it covers, amazing. Less work, less brushing. You know, you cover more spaces on your head, you know, so less sections you have to brush. It's that easy. So 3 brushes, soft, medium, and hard, or you can get a soft, firm, and hard. Or for those of you who don't need a hard, soft, medium is fine. You know, but you definitely need those 3 or 2 brushes that you may get soft and medium, with soft, medium, and hard. Another thing I recommend for beginners, all wavers, go out and get your do-rag. Now this is a satin do-rag that I picked up, and I have a wave cap. Now a lot of people ask, oh, compression, how do you better the compression? You know, I wear my do-rag I'll put on my do-rag, and then basically what I'll do, I'll put the stocking cap over it. Get it over my crown first and pull it down, just like that. Just like that. Basically what that does is, it helps with the compression, it helps with laying your hair down, it helps lay your crown down. You know, once again, like I said in a previous video, some of you may put your do-rag on, and right in your crown area, after you put your do-rag on, your do-rag tends to shift a little, and it leaves that little pocket space right where your crown is. And then you take your wave cap off, your hair laid down, but your crown at times, may not be laid down. The stocking cap, wave cap will take care of that for you. It'll make sure you have an even layer laid down on your head while the do-rag is on. Now I know a lot of people put the stocking cap under the do-rag. I mean, not knocking that. I mean, like I said, some things work for others, some things work, you know, but that doesn't work for me. I don't like the texture of this stocking cap on my head, and when I take it off, I don't like how it leaves my hair. So that's why I do the do-rag over the stocking cap. I mean the stocking cap over the do-rag. Because if you really look at it, you know, I go out and buy a satin do-rag, I'm not getting the results of the satin do-rag if I have my stocking cap underneath. You get what I'm saying? And it's just like with any other wave cap, you know, or do-rag, or whatever the case is. If you go out and you spend money on a do-rag and you put something else under it, you're not getting the effects of this do-rag. You're getting the effects of whatever you have underneath the do-rag. So that's just another thing you need, you know. Also, this product is a must-have. For those of you want to make sure your connection is right. You want to make sure your brush placement is right. Your pattern is right. Go out and get you a mirror. It doesn't have to be this mirror, it doesn't have to be this big. Get you a mirror. So when you are brushing in front of your main mirror that's in front of you, you have something to see the back of your head. This way you know where you're placing your brush. You know, you can see where you need to brush. You know, where you need to better your connection. How far up in your crown you need to go. You know, it's recommended. I'm not saying that people can't brush without a hand mirror. I mean, there's plenty of people out there doing it. But for those of you who want that precision brushing, that connection that just looks flawless, get you a hand mirror. I recommend it. You know what I mean? Most people can do without the hand mirror. Some people can't. Go get you one. So basically, those are main products that I recommend to beginners. Your main products that you should have, should start out with. Now you notice I haven't recommended any pomade for beginners. Reason being, I started out without pomade. I'm currently using no pomade at this point, just some moisturizer. Reason why I don't recommend a pomade for beginners, what you have to realize is, a wave is nothing but a curl laid down. If you start training your hair and you're brushing it, and you're brushing it, and you're growing it out, and you're brushing it, and you're using this pomade to lay your hair down, your hair starts out straight. Sure, all people hair at a low length starts out straight. Basically, you're training your hair to stay straight. You want to train your hair to lay down, but lay down to your natural texture. So you get a now natural moisturizer, and you brush and let your hair grow, and as your hair grows, you'll get your natural curl. Once you get your natural curl, your hair will begin to wave. At that point, once your hair, and you've established your wave pattern, you have a wave in your hair now, pomade is just for hold. It's just to hold your hair down, to give your hair, your wave, more definition. It's not going to get you waves, you know. It's not going to curl your hair. Pomade is just for hold and definition. Hold and definition. You don't want to hold your hair straight. You want to hold your hair when it's curly. So training your hair low length, starting out training, you don't want to use any pomade. Your hair is straight. You don't want to train your hair to be straight. You want it to train to curl and lay down with your natural curl. Get your natural curl. And like I said, there's stuff to enhance your curls. Curl Enhancer Smoothie. There's other moisturizers out there that's going to enhance your curls. Make them bigger, thicker, whatever the case is. You have to find the products that work for you. I don't recommend pomade for beginners. Once you get later on in the game, later on in the stages, the weeks, you have established a wave pattern, then you can begin to use pomade where your hair is becoming unmanageable and you need to lay your hair down. So basically, you know, this is all you have it. Beginners, moisturizer, your 3 brushes. For those of you who have softer hair and manageable hair, don't need a hard brush, get your 2, your medium and soft brush. Later stages, once you have your wave pattern, you're trying to better your connection, trying to work on your crown area, start combing. Combing also helps. Dorag, stocking cap, wave cap, recommend that, you know. And of course, a hand mirror, you know. Beginners, I recommend you brush as much as you can, you know. Don't wear your wave cap throughout the whole day. Brush, 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 you know. Dorag at night, you know. Do your method before you go to sleep. You want to add a little moisturizer, brush it in real good. Make sure you rub it in real good in your hair. Brush it in. Dorag your hair, you know. Make sure when you tie on your do-rag, this is why I recommend the stocking cap. When you tie on your do-rag, you put the stocking cap over. It shouldn't be loose. It shouldn't shift. It should be on your head snug, just from putting the stocking cap over your do-rag. and this will allow you you wouldn't have to tie your Dorag string so tight, because you'll already have a snug fit from the stocking cap over the Dorag. So basically, that's it. For beginners, watch the video, like the video, leave your comments, subscribe to my page. You can share my videos. Somebody else that's want to start out, say you've been following me and somebody want to start out, share the video with them. Just sharing the knowledge, people. Shout out to CQP, sorry, Crown Fam. It's a new day. Saturday, fresh out the barbershop. Give y'all a quick little brushing session. And that's about it. Once again, if you got any requests, hit my inbox. You'll find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Young Wavy Forever, the number 4 EVA. Subscribe to my page. I'm here to answer all questions. Once again, no question is a stupid question. No question goes unanswered. It's your boy, Young Wavy Forever.